David, thank you so much for joining us today. You're speaking here at PDAC. Give our viewers an intro into what it is that you're speaking about.
Well, I took most of the time to talk about a silver cryptographic money, a crypto coin that is actually backed by silver. And the rest of the lecture was that the biggest part of the move is ahead of us. 90% of the move usually comes in the last 10% of the time, and I use some facts to back up that statement.
Now that's interesting because normally we associate crypto with gold. Are there market differences if it's associated with silver?
Well, the concept's the same. You're backing a cyberspace money on a blockchain, and it's backed by something. There's several of these out there. There's gold ones. There's more than one silver one that I'm aware of. And then there's one like the DRC is doing crypto that's cobalt. So they're actually using their cobalt to be the real substance backing the blockchain. So I think you're going to see more and more of this over time, and silver's just one entity or one physicality that people like. It's one of the first to adopt to this methodology, and I'm pretty enthused about it.
Well, tell us what your insights are towards silver, this year and going forward. Is it poised to break out?
It's been poised to break out. I mean, I get a lot of trolls that don't like much about anything to do with silver. It's been a long wait. I called the top in 2011. I teach people to put in about a 10% weighting into the precious metals. So anyone that listens to those two statements can't really have too much of a problem with me. However, a lot of people do, and that's because, one, they bought the wrong time or they overloaded. Point being that yes, silver will make a breakout. That's what part of this lecture was about. And when it happens, it will probably go really, really substantially higher, just like it did in 1979, 1980.
And you've been a silver bug for quite a while, David. Why are you attracted to the precious metal?
Well, when I learned about money and I looked at what happened in 1979, I started to really do more hardcore study, and I wanted to know why the Hunt brothers bought silver, not gold. And so I started looking at the fundamentals, and I found out, silver is really a very useful metal. It's an essential metal, and it's got that industrial component that gold really doesn't enjoy. And the other part on the monetary side is that silver is actually more of a money than gold, believe it or not. And there's been like a bifurcation in the thought pattern of the world at large after the triumph of 1873, where silver was actually demonetized by the banking elite. The whole Wizard of Oz story is basically a metaphor for what happened on the Yellow Brick Road, making the Eastern establishment a gold-only monetary situation versus a silver and gold bimetallic standard. So I won't bore you with all the details, but money in the hands of the people is far more powerful than money in the hands of the bankers. And this cryptographic currency could, imagine that it does, actually catch fire and puts the power of money back in the hands of the people. I mean, wouldn't that be something we haven't seen for a long time?
That's for sure. David, what about some silver stocks that you're liking right now? Any particular companies?
Well, I remember the Morgan report does across the board. So we were the first on rare earth elements. We did the energy metals. We liked zinc before anybody else. Trevally was our zinc pick. It would double. We like to sell half when we get a double. It had great silver credits. Top tier, Franco's one of my largest holdings. And then there's a speculation that it's going in the disruptive mining event tonight, one of 4 of the finals, and I'll be putting that out on our free list, so just go to themorganreport.com. And once the cat's out of the bag, so to speak, you won't be able to buy the stock at 25 cents. It's at $2 now, but my early adopters got to get it at 25 cents. And actually, the earliest adopters that own the parent company got it for free, believe it or not. And I was making a big promotion about that. Those days are behind us, but this company still has a lot of upside. So if it wins tonight, or even if it doesn't, I'll be writing about that for everyone for free. So stay tuned.
Okay, well, we'll look out for that. Thank you, David, so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.